Why hello there, Vogue. Would you believe me if I told you that this shade of green or that shade of green is not my favorite color? I'm gonna change. I feel like the Vogue girlies are usually more put together than this. I'm gonna wash my face and tell you what we're doing today. You're in luck too, because usually I wash my face in the shower. Get that big ass forehead ready. Anyways, I thought it'd be kind of fun to pay a little homage to that one really famous beauty brand. I know you know the one. It's the one that has different celebrities come on and give away their beauty secrets. Oh, that's so cute. Also, to put it in perspective for how seriously I'm taking this video, I used the last of my Cowardly cleansing oil so that I could wash off for you. The things I do for Vogue. Starting with the foundation, but it's not the makeup kind. I really am like out of all of my things. I should have thought about that. Every time I watch one of those insider beauty videos, they're always using brand new products, and I always think, and I'm like, do you guys actually use this? Or are you just playing it for the camera? But now I'm realizing that it might be because it looks more professional. Next thing is this moisturizer. I was about to say that I've used this since 2019, but apparently I've never used this a day in my life. I love using this moisturizer under makeup because it kind of gets a little bit, not greasy, but a little tacky and matte. I often don't even use a primer with this because I feel like I don't need to.
Objection, Your Honor.
I like to do my hair first. I'm gonna mix the Kerastase Elixir Ultime with the Roundabout Renewing Leave-In Treatment. This also has heat protectant in it, so I am no better than a man because I love a 2-in-1. Now I'm gonna blow dry my hair off camera because my first secret, I guess, is that I like to blow dry in the nude. Reason being, I get really sweaty. And we're back. I did end up changing. My first beauty secret isn't a secret, it's just that I know I'm gonna get foundation all over my lips, so I go in with a lip mask, something super hydrating, and I put it on, and it acts like a barrier between my lips and foundation. That way I can wipe it off, my lips are hydrated, and I can put on a color without me having to scrub off face makeup. Again, this is probably common knowledge, but I've been using this product lately also as a gloss whenever I go out because it's so shiny. We're gonna ignore that my beauty blender is dirty. I've only used it once. I don't feel like cleaning it. Since I'm using face makeup, I'm gonna put primer just on my nose area. That's where I find that products tend to not stick. I also really like this primer. I feel like it's the only primer I found that doesn't break me out. I'm super conscious of what I put on my skin because my skin is sensitive and likes to throw a temper tantrum if I drink the wrong kind of water, so. These are the 3 products that I typically use if I am gonna use face makeup. I haven't worn face makeup, like genuine foundation, in months. These probably won't match my skin tone currently. The one that I typically go to if I wanna look like I have a filter on is the Ilia. I started wearing makeup in high school. Ooh. Again, I feel like the Vogue girlies don't typically have these problems. Does anybody know the Unis Honest where they put "No one fucks like Gaston"? I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use it. I started wearing makeup in high school. I would like to think that I got better since then. Apparently not. Apparently not. I believe in Say. Say can save me. I don't put makeup on my forehead because who am I kidding? My bangs are just gonna cover it up. The one thing that really hasn't changed since high school is I do still use a beauty blender for every type of blending known to man. I just love the way that a beauty blender makes my makeup turn out. It never is streaky, it's just kind of in my skin. As far as working with what I'm working with, I do think that that worked out better than I could have hoped. Concealer-wise, I have one from Huda Beauty. Quick little side note, not to brag or anything, but I'm Huda Beauty's favorite child. Don't quote me on that. It's just that I receive a lot of PR packages from them, and I'm talking like a lot. I'm not paid by them, and I didn't do anything to deserve that, but I'm very grateful because I love their products. I think I mentioned it, but I'm using the Tower 28 concealer. A lot of these products that I'm using are more light and serum based. I find that they work best with my skin and make me not want to wash my face the minute that I finish getting ready. Again, I was a freshman and sophomore in high school when I really started going to town, like beating the shit out of my face with makeup, and I never used to wash it off. I'd come home, I'd just go to sleep on my pillow, I'd wake up the next day, take a shower, wash my face in the morning, and then not again at night. But yeah, a lot has changed in the past 10 years. I was a freshman in high school 10 years ago. No, I'm not having a crisis about this, it's fine. I have my whole life ahead of me, I'm good. Okay. Whew. Vogue girlies don't have existential crises in the bathroom. I'm going to take this Huda Beauty powder and I'm going to immediately pack it in places that I crease. I don't really know what baking does. I'm assuming this is kind of it. This is simply because I laugh at a lot of my own jokes and I smile a lot. Whenever I smile, my eyes crinkle and then I get really bad creases. And it just makes my skin look so incredibly smooth and soft. Now moving on, this is going to be my only beauty insider secret. And you can do this with any kind of blush, except for powder blush probably, but any type of liquid or cream blush you can do this with. I can't get enough blush. I definitely have blush behind this. Can I speak today, please? I need to slow down. These are my two go-tos. This is the Huda Beauty. I'm really not sponsored by her. I just don't buy a lot of makeup, and so when I get scent makeup in PR, I use it. For the sake of demonstration, I'm using this one today. You take your hand, you go like this, and you rub a good amount right there, and then you take your other palm, you press it together, like so, and now you've effectively made a stamp. And then I just go through where I want my blush, and I just go like that. I just love the way that this ends up looking, and I do it pretty much every time I apply blush. And then the last thing that I do is I take a little bit and I just put it right on my nose. I started putting blush on my nose when Doja Cat actually did her Beauty Insider video. Never looked back. I take this Fenty contour stick in the shade Amber. I take it on this little brush. Because I have such a round face, the typical contouring that you see all the girls do doesn't work on me. So I mew, I Zoolander it up, and what that does is it gives this, I'm gonna blend it out, don't worry, but I just put it right there, kind of where my natural dimples are. That way it looks like I almost have more hollow cheeks, and then I slim down my jaw. And that's my contour routine. I'm taking this brush, it's from One Size, and I'm just gonna go through and kind of put Huda Beauty powder everywhere now. Instead of bronzer, I typically do a bunch of fake freckles, just kind of layered, and I center it in my face. I keep it towards the nose area. I think freckles and blush are the makeup products that make me feel the most feminine and cute. It's just the, who me? It's not me trying to be overly innocent or girl-like. It's more just that they're the two products that make me feel the most cute. And being completely honest, I don't typically feel very cute. And you thought we were done with the Huda Beauty powder? No, we're just getting started. I'm kidding, this is the last time that I use it, and I just use it lightly over the freckles to make them super set. I have tried every setting spray known to man, and the way in which I measure setting spray effectiveness is whether or not my freckles are on after like a couple hours. This is the only one that has stood up to the test. Going in with Glossier Boy Brow, typically I use their kind of taupe shade. Today I'm using the clear one. This is the only clear brow gel that I have tried so far that doesn't leave little white flakies afterwards. I will also say that the hold of this brow gel is very effective because I often glue my bangs to my eyebrows. Not on purpose, it just happens. My eyebrows and I have been through the ringer over the years. When I was in middle school, a boy named Jericho, yes, that is his actual name, because he was evil, he called me unibrow, and it scarred me for life. And so I went home and trimmed the shit out of my eyebrows. I made them, they weren't even in the same hemisphere. They were so far apart and so thin. And I kept them like that until sophomore year of high school. All of a sudden, big bushy eyebrows were back in. When in Vogue, you put on false lashes. This is something that I've never done before, but anything for you, darling. Yeah, I have to do this off camera, I'll be back. One is on, the other is not. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but here it goes. That was difficult. They are also on the more subtle side of lashes, I would say, but Vogue. I'm going to apply a light amount of eyeshadow. This is the Rom and brand. I got it while I was in Korea. I am taking the smallest amount of the pink shade from the eyeshadow palette and I'm brushing it on my cheeks. This is to add just a little bit of extra blush, security blush, if you will, but it also kind of brings the whole look together. Lastly, I'm taking this brown Tower 28 mascara. I like to brush off all of the excess parts of this. I don't like my eye mascara to be clumpy, but I'm going to just fuse my lashes. And because I don't put mascara on my bottom lashes, I feel like my bottom lashes are a little bit long, and so they don't look good. I take this Danessa Merrick's palette, and I take the pomade part of this brown on my bottom lashes, and then I go like that. We're nearing the end of this pretty basic look. I'm taking Glossier Lid Star in the shade Lily, the inner corner of my eye, and it kind of just bring it out. I also use this as my highlighter. I think that this is the best shade and shine. It just has the most beautiful glow. Lips, I'm keeping it simple. I'm taking the Huda Beauty Lip Contour in Pinky Brown. And I like to line my lips and then push the liner into my lips to create a really nice soft effect. This is the Rom and Cherry Glasting Gloss. And then over the top of all of that, I'm putting a little bit more of that lip mask. because like I said, it just has the nicest gloss shine ever. I am a scent girly. I love a good fragrance. And if you smell good as a person, you are instantly more attractive. I don't make the rules, it's science. Funny enough, since this has just been a Huda Beauty bragging video, they also sent me their Easy Bake perfume, which smells like their powder. I am a Jo Malone stan through and through. My favorite scents are Myrrh and Tonka, and then this Nectarine Blossom and Honey. And since we are on the last little bit of summer, that's what I'm going with. Anywho, that is my look and the end of me being delusional and talking to myself in my bathroom. I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't vogued alone, I recommend doing so. Okay, I'm done. Bye.